Bismillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Rabbi yassir wa la tuassir wa tammim bil khair. Hadha Ibrahimu. As we know that Ism al-Ishara hadha is used for the singular masculine and it's a proper noun, so generally it is used as mudaf and it's used as mubtada, and the noun that comes after that is used as khabar. So how to confirm if it is mubtada and khabar? We can see that between Ism al-Ishara and the other noun, try to put is, and wherever you can put is, that means this is the first part is mubtada and the second part is khabar. Hadha Ibrahimu, this is Ibrahim. If we say man hadha Ibrahimu, does it make any sense? Who this is Ibrahim? So what we are going to see over here, that if when it comes before khabar, it is used as mubtada. But sometimes it's possible that hadha or any kind of ism al-ishara, it can be also used as an adjective. So here, who this is Ibrahim is not a correct sentence. We want to say, who is this Ibrahim? So here it says, who this is Ibrahim, but we want to say, who is this Ibrahim? And we want to make a question because we know that man is used to ask a question. So when we want to make a question, it will be, Adnanu, man Ibrahimu hada, ya ustadu. And now we can see over here that Ibrahimu will be Mosuf and hada will be used as sifa. Why is that? Because if we use it before Ibrahim, as we can see over here, then the translation will be wrong, and also the as we can see, the arrangement, the tartib will also be will not give a proper meaning. So that's why what happens when we want to say who is this Ibrahim, then what we have to do, we have to bring Ism al-Ishara after the proper noun. So when it comes after the proper noun, then the first noun that comes before it is Mosuf, and then Ism al-Ishara becomes a sifa, or it becomes an adjective. Who is this Ibrahim, O teacher? So did you get the idea? Because if we put hadha before Ibrahim, then you can see the meaning will be changed. Who this is Ibrahim, and it doesn't make any sense. What do we want to say? We want to say, who is this Ibrahim, O teacher? So in this case, we have to bring the noun, and after that we have to use Ism al-Ishara, and then that Ism al-Ishara becomes the adjective. So this is number one. Number two, it can also be used, Ism al-Ishara can also be used after mudaf ilayh. For example, we say, Hadhihi sayyaratuka, this is your car. Again, this is a nominal sentence. Hadhihi is mubtada and sayyaratuka is mudaf ilayh, and this is khabar. So we have mubtada and khabar over here. But we want to say, this car of yours is beautiful. Now, we will say, sayyaratuka hadhihi jamilatun. Because if I say, hadhihi sayyaratuka, this is your car, and I want to say this is your car, and then after that I say this is your car beautiful, again the translation will be wrong. So what do we have to do now over here? We will say sayyaratuka hadhihi jamilatun, this car of yours is beautiful. So we will have, in this case now, we will say sayyaratuka hadhihi, the complete construction is mubtada and jamilatun is khabar. So after mudaf ilayh, it becomes adjective, and if it comes before mudaf ilayh, then it becomes mubtada. Did you get the idea? So when it comes before mudaf ilayh, as we can see over here, then it becomes mubtada, and when we bring it after that, then mudaf ilayh will be mosuf, and this one, the Ism al-Ishara, will be sifa of that. Now we can have a look at some of the examples from the Quran. فَابْعَثُوا أَحَدَكُمْ بِوَرِقِكُمْ هَذِهِ. So now we can see over here, بِوَرِقِكُمْ. So wariqikum, you can see it is mudaf ilayh, and ishara hadhihi is used after that. So in this case, it is used as adjective. So it will be the sifa of wariqun is basically coin, and coins in Arabic are feminine. So that's why we can see over here biwarikukum hadihi, these coins of yours. Send one of you with these silver coins of yours. So here what happened? It came after mudaf, mudaf ilayh. Wariq, as we can see, is mudaf and kum is mudaf ilayh. لقد لقينا من سفرنا هذا نصبا. So again you can see over here we have this construction where we have mudaf mudaf ilayh first, and then after that we have ismul ishara. So safar is masculine noun, so that's why the ishara that has been used after that is also masculine. However, here it is not ismul ishara. Here we will say that this is a sifa or this is a nat, as we can see over here. So when it comes after mudaf mudaf ilayh, it becomes adjective, and when it comes before mudaf mudaf ilayh, it becomes mubtada. And if you look at the translation, we have indeed had much fatigue from this journey of ours, and we can see over here min safarina hada. If it is changed like min hada safarina, then the translation will change and it becomes mubtada and khabar. But when it comes after mudaf mudaf ilayh, then it becomes adjective. So two things we have seen, that when it comes after the proper noun, it is used as adjective, and when it comes after mudaf mudaf ilayh, ismul ishara, then also it is used as adjective. Is this clear?
Yes, Ustad.
Okay. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher. Huwa ibnun Nabi, so he is the son of An-Nabi, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Min Mariyata, Mariyata. So why is it Mariyata? Why not Mariyati? Any idea?
Mom,
Mamnu min as-sarf. Excellent. Yeah. And after that, if you see after that, Al-Qibtiyati. Qibtiyun is basically a person before Islam, like it used to refer to the people of Egypt before Islam. So Qibtiyun, and if it's a feminine, it will be Qibtiyatun. And then here we can see Maria is majroor, but it is majroor bil fatha and not bil kasra. But when we talk about the family name, you can say after that, so then it takes kasra, because al-qibtiyati is not mamnu min as-sarf because it has al with that. Huwa ibn al-Nabi min Mariyat al-Qibtiyati radiyallahu anhu, and he is the son of Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam from Maria al-Qibtiyya. Muawiyatu al-ismu, so we will read it as al-ismu. Al-ismu Ibrahimu aghayru munsarifun huwa. Is the name Ibrahim diptot, or is it diptot? Yani, is it mamnu min as-sarf, as we have discussed several times? Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher. Naam, yes. Muawiyatu lima. Again we can see ha as-sakt, and when we have ha as-sakt after that, you can see that nothing is after that. When we use it with lima, it was basically limada, but it can also be used as lima. Al-Mudarrisu, the teacher. لأنه علم أعجمي والعلم الأعجمي لا ينصرف, because it is a non-Arabic proper noun. So alamun, as we know, is a proper noun, and أعجمي is non-Arabic. والعلم الأعجمي لا ينصرف, and non-Arabic proper noun does not accept tanween. So insarafa yansarifu insarafan, as we have seen in the beginning of the lesson, that it means to go away as well. And when it is used in the context of the grammar, that means a noun that does not accept a tanween. So that's why it is called ghair munsarif. So a noun that does not accept tanween is called ghair munsarif. So for a noun to be ghair munsarif, it should have two reasons. So what are the two reasons for Ibrahimu to be ghair munsarif? Reason number one, it is alamun, it's a proper noun. And reason number two, ajamiyun, yeah, it is a non-Arabic name, so it is also called ujma and also ajamiyun. So this is what we had in this lesson so far. So we have learned about bab infa'ala, then about lawla, then how ismul ishara is used as an adjective, and we have also seen about taghlib and إضافة الجملة إلى الظرف. انتهى الدرس والحمد لله. So the lesson is finished. And now we will move on to the exercises. Intaha, which verb form is this? Just to check your knowledge.
Intaha is form number 7, Ustad.
Okay, in form number 7 we only have in, only in,
okay.
yeah, in qalaba, yeah. But if we have the addition of ta after that, that means this is from number 8, inshallah, and we are going to discuss it in the coming lesson. So it will be from number 8. So from number 7 is a combination of alif, noon, which is hamza, and noon, which will be in. So inha, yunhi, inha, an means to finish something. And intaha ad-darsu, alhamdulillah, the lesson is finished. This is from number 8, and we will see in detail about the characteristics of from number 8 in lesson number in the next lesson, which is I think lesson number 23. Tamarinu ajibu anil asilatil atiyah. Answer the following questions. Do you see any change that has taken place over here? I would like to see if there is any change that has taken place over here. It used to be always ajib, right? Yeah, ajib anil asilatil atiyati. So if it is one person, we say ajib anil asilatil atiyati. Since we are working as a group, and I know you're like more than one student, so I will say ajibu anil asilatil atiyati. Answer the following question. So ajib for one, ajiba for two, and ajibu for more than two. Ajibu anil asilatil, ajibu da'i Allah, as it is used in the Quran as well. That answer to the call of da'i Allah, the one who calls towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay, how to read question number 1? Who is going to read it? Quickly, please.
Lima.
Excellent. Yes. Yaktub. Okay. And now yaktub, we know it is sakin and we have to connect it. So how will we connect it?
Yaktubil.
Excellent.
Husseinu.
Hasanu. Okay. Perfect.
Hasanu wa Muawiyatu.
Mawawiyatu.
Ma'awiyatu.
Mawawiyatu.
The ending of al-wajibat.
Wajibat.
Al-wajibat.
Wajibata. Sorry.
Yeah, okay. It will not, you know that wajibat, when we have at, it does not take fatha. It will take kasra or it will take dhamma.
Because in the nasab and jar status, it will be kasra.
Kasra, yeah. So here it is mansub. Why? Because it is maful bihi for Hasan and Hussein, and yaktub is the verb, and al-wajibat is maful bihi. So it's lima. Please don't prolong it, because if you prolong it, then it becomes lima, and then the meaning will change. And this is lam, as we know, harf al-jazim, and yaktub, as we know, is the verb, and now it is majzoom because of lam. Lima lam yaktub al-hasanu wa muawiyatul wajibat. Why did Hassan and Muawiyah not write their homework?
The glasses were broken, Ustad.
For Hassan, his glasses were broken, and for I think Muawiyah, he said that there was inqata al-kahraba, inqata'at al-kahraba. He was talking about the electricity, right? So lam yaktub al-hasanu li'anna. You know li'anna, right? Because, and it is one of the stepsisters of inna, as we discussed. لأن نظارته انكسرت, because his spectacles or eyeglasses broke. وأما معاوية, and as for Muawiyah, فأنل, so it should be فأنل, not فلا أنل, it should be فأن الكهرباء. Why it is فأن الكهرباء? Because we know after anna the noun will be mansub. فأن الكهرباء انقطعت, because the electricity was cut out في مهجعه, in his hostel or in his dormitory. Okay, surprisingly, I've noticed that al-kahraba in Arabic is also feminine. I don't know why, but we know that nadharatun is feminine because it has ta marbuta. But did you notice that al-kahraba'u, electricity, is also feminine in Arabic? So one of the things we need to notice, al-kahraba'a inqata'at. And we know that al-kahraba'a is mansub because it is ismu anna. And then the verb can be also khabaru anna, as we can see over here. Inqata'at fi mahja'ihi. لما تأخر عدنان? Why was Adnan late? Any idea?
Because of the accident, the road was blocked and
Okay. تأخر عدنان لأن السيارة. And how to read it if I want to read, I want to connect it with انقلبت في الطريق. How would I connect it?
سيارة قلبت. سيارة.
Oh, why do you change it to كسرة? لأن السيارة.
سيارة قلبت يا أستاذ.
Again, please.
سيارة قلبت. هذا
سيارة قلبت. Okay. تأخر عدنان لأن السيارة انقلبت في الطريق. Because the car capsized, or because a car capsized on the road. Okay, because we know this Hamza is Hamzatul Wasl. So if we stop, then we will say لأن السيارة انقلبت. But if we continue, then this Hamza will be dropped in pronunciation. We will not pronounce it. Okay. أين انقلبت السيارة? So أين انقلبت السيارة? Right? We connect it here. Where did the car capsize? Any idea?
on the curve. On the curve.
On the curve,
road,
yes. What is curve? منعطف, right? انقلبت السيارة في المنعطف الذي بعد الجسر. It capsized on the curve that is after the bridge over there. منعطف, as we know that this is on the pattern of اسم المفعول, but this is not اسم المفعول. Here it is ظرف مكان, yeah, adverb of place. Okay, excellent. متى انكسفت الشمس? When was the sun eclipsed? And we know it is the feminine verb انكسفت because we know الشمس is feminine. Yeah. When
on the death of Ibrahim.
Yeah, انكسفت لموت إبراهيم. Excellent. انكسفت الشمس يوم مات إبراهيم رضي الله عنه في عهد النبي. So during the time of Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم, when his son Ibrahim رضي الله عنه passed away. Okay. ماذا قال الناس? What did the people say? Do you remember the response of the people?
Ustad, inkashaf is something like an eclipse, Ustad.
Yeah, eclipsed. Yeah, exactly. So قال الناس انكسفت الشمس لموت إبراهيم بن محمد صلى الله عليه وآله وسلم. So the people said that it eclipsed because of the death of Ibrahim رضي الله عنه. لموت إبراهيم. Okay. بماذا أمرنا النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم عند انكساف الشمس والقمر? So what did Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam order us or tell us to do when the sun or the moon are eclipsed? Yes.
To stand in prayer, Ustad.
Excellent.
Stand
Yeah. So
Qiyam.
yeah, what do قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الشمس والقمر آياتان من آيات الله. And these are two signs from the signs of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. لا ينكسفان لموت أحد ولا لحياته. And they are not eclipsed because of the birth or because of the death of someone. فإذا رأيتموها, and if you see them, both of them, فادعوا الله. It shouldn't be فادعوا الله, it should be فادعوا الله. Call upon Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وصلوا حتى ينجليا, and pray until it is clear. Why it cannot be فادعوا الله? Why is that? Because ud'u is fi'l al-amr. Yeah, you all call upon, right? So this is fi'l plus fa'il, and then lafzul jalala will be maf'ul bihi. Fad'ullaha wa sallu hatta yanjaliya, until it becomes clear. I have a question. Ash-shams is feminine while qamar is masculine. Then why do we have yankasifani and why not tankasifani?
Because the males are the predominant because of one factor. This
Grammatical predominance, yeah.
grammatical.
Yeah, predominance of the masculinity over femininity. And when we have the audience is mixed. It could be two or more than two, whatever. Yeah. So when we have the masculine and the feminine, then the verb that is used or the noun that is used will be used for the masculine. What is it called? Does anyone remember the name? Okay, I will give you the noun, a verb. Sorry, غلب يغلب. So you have to tell me the form number two.
Yes.
Form number two.
غلب يغلب تغليب.
لا, form number two. I gave you form number one. غلب يغلب is form number one. Please transfer it to form number two.
غلب
Excellent. غلب يغلب تغليبا. Excellent. So غلب يغلب is to dominate, and غلب يغلب is to make someone dominate. So that's why it is called تغليب. Okay. Excellent. Now we have some information about form number 7. من أبواب الفعل الثلاثي المزيدي باب إن فعل. So from the derived forms we have a bab which is called in fa'ala, which equals in plus fa'ala. So it's a combination of in. So the extra letters will be hamza and noon, and then the root letters will be fa'ala. زيدت فيه الهمزة. Hamza is added to it. والنون and anun قبل الفاء before fa. So before fa al-kalima, alif or hamza and noon are added to it. نحو, for example, in fataha, in kasara, and in qata'a. استخرج من الدرس الأفعال الواردة. So أفعال الواردة, sorry. So if it is أفعال, then it will be واردة. فيه من باب إن فعل. So we have to extract, or we have to mention the verbs that have been used in this lesson from number 7. In kasarat, now inshallah you will give me the meaning. What's the meaning of in kasarat?
Broken, yes, sir.
Yeah, so she got broken, right? In kasarat for the feminine, right? Okay. In qata'at,
Got
she was,
Cut off.
yeah, she was cut out, or she was disconnected. Okay. And we know in qatat referred to the al-kahraba, and in kasrat referred to the nadharatun. Okay. In qalabat,
It changed.
it capsized, or it turned over. Yeah. So it refers to the car, if you remember. Yeah. In khalat, yes, anyone remembers? It was dislodged, to be dislodged. And in khalat al-abwabu, the doors were dislodged from the car, if you remember. In kasafat refers to what? And please give me the meaning.
The eclipse is done.
Yeah, it was eclipsed, and it refers to both Ash-Shams wal Qamar.
Suns.
La yansarifu. What kind of la is this?
Nafia.
Excellent.
Yeah.
La yansarifu. They do not change. The ending does not change, especially when it refers to the grammar that the ending does not accept tanween. So the nouns that do not accept tanween, they are called غير منصرف. Okay, excellent. تأمل المثال. Now we are going to reflect on the example. ثم هات المضارع واسم الفاعل والمصدر من الأفعال الآتية. And then we have to provide the present tense, the doer, اسم الفاعل, and then the masdar infinitive from the following verbs. الماضي انكسر, المضارع ينكسر, اسم الفاعل منكسر, and المصدر انكسار. انكسر ينكسر, فهو منكسر, and masdar will be انكسار. انفتح. Yes, please.
ينفتح.
ينفتح
Okay. ينفتح. فهو
منفتح.
منفتح. He is the one who opens. Yeah.
انفتاح.
انفتاح. Something that opens by itself. Excellent. انقلب.
انقلب ينقلب
ينقلب. Yes.
منقلب
منقلب.
انقلاب
انقلاب.
انقلاب.
Excellent. Yeah. انقطع. To be cut out. Yes. انقطع. ينقطع. Yes. فهو منقطع. Yes. And something that is cut out will be انقطاع. انقطاع. Excellent. انصرف, to go away or to move around. انصرف.
ينصرف.
ينصرف. منصرف. And
Insirafun.
Insirafun. Excellent. Now we have a verb that has two root letters or two letters that are the same. So you know there will be idgham over there, right?
Shaqqa.
Inshaqqa. Okay. What about the present tense?
Yanshaqqu only, sir.
Yanshaqqu. Okay. And then we have munshaqqun
Munshakun.
and
Then it becomes inshiqaqun.
inshiqaqun. Then the idgham opens up, yeah, and then it becomes inshiqaqun on the pattern of insirafun. Okay. Now here munshaqqun, it was basically munshaqiqun. Munshaqiqun, taqdiruhu munshaqiqun, and we know that in this form, mudaf, we have seen in even we have seen in form number 1 that ism al-fa'il does not accept kasra. The kasra changes into fatha and then it becomes mushaddad over here, so it becomes munshaqqun. And then inshiqaqun, as we know, is the masdar. In jala, there is another change that will take place over here. In jala, what will be the present tense? Yes, please. In jala, I can give you the idea. It's on the pattern of
Yanjali.
yanjali. It's on the pattern of hada yahdi. Hada yahdi. In jala yanjali. Fahuwa munjilun. So it was basically munjaliyun. And you know that when we have ya, and that changes into kasratain, munjalin. And the masdar is injilaun. Asluhu injilawun. I gave you a rule about masdar. Do you remember that rule? And that is specific to the masdar only.
About the Tamal Buta, Ustad.
Here, yeah, if you see over here in the masdar, when we have after alif, when we have waw or ya, it could be either of them, either. So when we have waw or ya, then in masdar it changes into hamza. We discussed this before as well. So it was the original was in jalawun. So it was basically jala yajlu. So jala wa yajlu. So the root letter has waw into that. So that's why that waw has come over here. However, this waw has changed into hamza, and the rule is in masdar, whenever we have hamza or whenever we have waw and ya, two letters, waw and ya, whenever they come after alif, they change into hamza. In jala'un. يفيد باب إن فعل المطاوعة. باب إن فعل signifies مطاوعة. تقول فتحت الباب. You say I opened the door. فانفتح, and it opened. So what is المطاوعة? A verb in the active voice. So the verb is active,
Gives the meaning in passive.
but with passive meaning in relation to another form of the same verb.
Also
Yeah.
reflexive as
Yeah. So what happens when, for example, in form number 1, it can be active, but when we take it into form number 7, then the meaning will be passive. And we have seen lots of examples in this lesson. تأمل المثال ثم أكمل الناقصة. So we have to reflect on the example and then we have to complete the examples. المثال فتحت الباب. I opened the door. انفتح الباب. The door opened. So how did the door open over
It
here?
doesn't require an object as well, right?
Sorry?
It doesn't require an object because
Yeah, it does not.
becomes from
Yeah,
mutadi to lazim.
exactly. So it does not require object. So in
if I-
fataha al-babu, the door opened. Kasartu al-kuba, I broke the tumbler. You want to say that it broke by itself.
Al-kobu.
Okay, excellent. So in kasara al-kubu, the tumbler broke. Okay. Qata'tu al-habla, I cut the rope. And you want to say that it got cut by itself. Hmm?
انقطع الحبل.
انقطعت أو انقطع.
انقطع.
But you said انقطعت. Yeah, so انقطع الحبل, because habl, there is no reason why it should be feminine. So it's masculine, so the rope was cut out. Okay. قلبت الكتابة, I turned over the book. Referring to the pages, I turned over.
انقلب الكتاب.
Inqalaba al-kitab.
Yes, انقلب الكتاب. Okay. So the pages of the book got turned over, maybe because of the air or something like and then the pages were like turned over. Hazam al Muslimuna al Kuffara, the Muslims defeated the non-believers.
in
الهزمة
Hazama.
Excellent. So yeah, what happens when we have in form number one, we need the fa'il, yeah. But then here there is no need for the maful bihi. Here we only need the fa'il, and the meaning, it gives the meaning that the non-believers were defeated. In hazama al kufaru, the non-believers were defeated, yani by themselves. In case yani they were defeated by the Muslims. Okay. So tawa'a yutawi'u mutawatan. I forgot to ask. This is from number. Which form is this? You have to still think about it. Yeah, okay. Number from number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. Okay. Excellent. Tawa'a yutawi'u mutawatan is to comply. So mutawi'u fa'ala in fa'ala kama ra'ayt. As we have seen in the previous example that the mutawi of fa'ala is in fa'ala. In other words, we can see that in fa'ala follows fa'ala. Amma fa'ala, as for fa'ala, from number 5 is concerned, فَمُطَاوِعُهُ تَفَعَلَ. So it's the fa'ala is from number 2. فَمُطَاوِعُهُ تَفَعَلَ. Its compliance is from number 5. Yeah. So, for example, in form number 2, we say you did something or you made something do something. And then tafa'ala is, sometimes it is passive when something is done by itself. When we look at the example, it will be clear. تَعْمَلِ الْمَثَالَ ثُمَّ أَكْمَلِ نَاقِص. So, كَسَّرْتُ الزُّجَاجَةَ. I smashed the glass. I smashed. Yeah, and تَكَسَّرَ الزُّجَاجُ. The glass was smashed into pieces. Yeah, by itself, right? So, it gives the passive meaning. Okay, قَطَّعْتُ الْحَبْلَ. I chopped the rope into different pieces. Okay, or I chopped it into pieces, I should say, yes. And you want to say that it got chopped into pieces. Excellent. Al-hablu, excellent. So here you want to say taqatta'a al-hablu, that the rope got chopped into pieces. Okay, so here it gives the passive meaning. And we discussed in form number 5 that sometimes, and we saw the example from the Quran as well, yatabayyana. So sometimes it gives the meaning of passive as well. So in form number 2, it is like you make someone do something, but in form number 5, the thing happens by itself. Similarly, from number 1, you make someone do something, but in from number 7, the thing happens by itself. All right. In kasara, and then it changed into an kasara. You remember that example? There were 2 examples in the lesson, and I think we don't have example from this form of the verb from the Quran, but we do have examples of form number 8 from the Quran. So inshallah, when we discuss form number 8, we will look at the examples. So إذا دخلت همزة الاستفهام على إن فعل, when همزة الاستفهام is used with إن فعل, حذفت همزة الوصل, then همزة الوصل is dropped or it is omitted. Okay, so you remember that we discussed. Basically, it is in kasara, but when you want to say a in kasara, then there is no need to say a in kasara, because whenever we have hamzatul istifham, whenever it is connected with a letter that comes before it, then it becomes sakin, so it becomes an kasara. It is not possible in form number 7, 8, 9, and 10 to start with hamzatul qata'. It can never stop unless we have hamzatul istifham. There is only form number 4 that starts with hamzatul qata'. Aslama yuslimu islaman. Af'ala yufilu if'alan. But the rest of the forms, 7, 8, 9, 10, they always start with hamzatul wasl, as we can see over here. Adkhil hamzatul istifhami ala al-jamal al-atiyah. Now we have to use hamzatul istifham with the following sentences, or we have to add hamzatul istifham to the following sentences. In qalabat as-sayyaratu, the car turned over or the car capsized. You want to say, did the car capsize?
انقلبت
السيارة.
Excellent. انقلبت السيارة, did the car turn over? In fataha babul mat'am, The door of the restaurant opened.
Anfataha.
Mhm.
Anfataha.
Anfataha, excellent. Anfataha babul mat'ami. Did the door of the restaurant open? In hazam al mushrikuna, the non-believers were defeated. Yes. An hazam al mushrikuna, excellent. Okay.
Where the
Aslama
mushrikun
abuka. Yes.
It will be a with mud.
Why? Why with mad?
Like Allahu.
Yes,
But
excellent. But
that's Hamzatul Wasl.
yeah,
Like
that is Hamzatul Wasl, but this
Allahu.
is Hamzatul
Allah.
Qata'. Yeah.
So it will remain as it is. Aslama.
Yeah, that's why we need to appreciate these books. So the Sheikh, what he did, and I explained it over here, by the way. So what happened from number 4? Yeah, we know that the Hamza has to be pronounced. It has to be pronounced for the past tense. It has to be pronounced for Fi'l al-Amr, and it has to be pronounced for Masdar. Yeah. So it will be Aslama Abuka. Did your father accept Islam? Yeah. So it will be Hamzatain. Yeah. Allahu, the example, sister, that you are saying, that one is basically Hamzatul Wasl. So as we know that the
Yes, Allah.
Hamza of Lafzul Jalala is Hamzatul Wasl.
But this is form 4.
Yeah, and when we have Hamzatul Istifham before it, then it will change into Mad and it becomes Allahu, Al-Ana. So Al-Ana again, and also Al-Ana, as we can see over here, this Hamza Al-An is basically Lamu Tarif, right? We know this is Lamu Tarif. And the Hamza of Lamu Tarif is always read with Fatha. We have to read it with Fatha when it is Lamu Tarif. For example, we say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, right? So the Hamza of Lamu Tarif, as we can see here, it is always pronounced with Fatha, right? Yeah. So when we have Hamzatul Istifham before it, then it changes into so it becomes Mad. But if we have Hamza after that, that has Kasra, in this case you can see over here, when it is Kasra or over here, then it will not change into Mad, it only changes into Hamzatul Istifham, An hazam al mushrikuna. Is this clear?
Yes, Ustad.
Okay, excellent. Okay, shall we continue or is this enough for today?
Enough, Ustad.
All right, so inshallah, when we come back again for the next lesson, we will try to complete our exercises and then inshallah some examples from the Quran. Subhanaka Allahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum
Waalaikumsalam
salam.
warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Jazakallah.
Wa iyyakum.
Shukran jazilan.